Hey guys, this is Dustin here, and I'm here with
Reece
And what'd you do today, man?
plays top 8 at a case tournament at Collectomaniacs.
Hell yeah, man. And what'd you play today?
Played Fiendsmith Ryzeal.
Hell yeah, man. Any shout outs before we get started?
First off, want to give a shout out main phase, all the boys back in Fayetteville, boys Qua and Anthony. My boy Dustin is filming. He also plays top 8 today, so expect another video on that. So, yeah, let's get into it.
All right, man.
So, you know, pretty standard Ryzeal numbers. 2 ice, 2 eggs, 2 sword, a node, and a cross. Yeah, can't really play anymore. I chose not to play the star today. Couldn't really find a good way to weave it into lines with the Fiendsmith stuff, so kind of just kept it as is on the Ryzeal part. As far as Fiendsmith goes, the 3 engraver, pretty standard. Other than that, 2 lacrima. This actually came up quite a bit. Being able to summon one back and it getting stuck on board, but being able to just summon back an engraver, make another if it gets banished or something, really great. The 1 Lurie, I played 2 tracked, mostly because I only had 2, but honestly I felt like it was good at 2. Some of the hands get really weird if you open this and like X Ryzeal. A lot of the time you run into spots where you need the engraver but just don't have it. But round that off, just the 1 trap. Pretty good today, didn't get to use it a whole lot, but it did come up. Next, for the main part, non-engine. 3 imperm, quick 1-ofs, cross out, bonfire, called by talents. Pretty standard.
The Holy Trinity and Bonfire.
More hand traps, Ash, Droll, Valor, Nib. Pretty standard lineup. Then 3 Fua, 1 Perulia.
How'd you feel about the 1 Peruli in the main deck?
I liked it. It was decent Ash bait. Other than that, there were times where, you know, I had a lacrima left on board and, you know, top decking this wasn't bad because it was just normal, make duo drive and start playing. But other than that, I really liked it. I didn't see it too often. I feel like I saw it just the right amount. Going forward, I'd probably leave it the same. I played a straight 40, so I felt like it was fairly consistent today, but you know, with the ban list, it's just not as strong as it was. Moving on to the extra, pretty normal. 1 Chaos Angel, Necro, Desiree. Never made Chaos Angel today. Never really had a chance to. These came up a lot, just making Caesar, and even one point I ended on this with an imperm set, was able to pitch a Droll, drew ice off of it, so that was pretty nice. Desiree, goated card, just insane, hard to out with both links on it. Played 2 Requiem. This came up so much, just having 1 engrave and needing an extra light fiend body. You don't have to summon or shuffle this back with the engraver. Just being able to start your turn with engraver, shuffle back a lacrima, bring out another one of these, and then be able to shuffle both back for your Desiree. It's pretty nice. Of course, played the Moon, the Sequence, and the Agnum Day. This won me quite a few games today. Just the normal combo. Sequence into the Desiree, link 3 into this, enter battle, swing, summon the Desiree. Worked pretty well. Moving on to the XCs, 1 Eclipse, pretty normal. I felt like it was right at 1, never really saw the need for a second one. One thing I played that was different was the Star Liege. I expected a lot more Mitsurugi today, but it was fine. There are some times where you end up with, you know, your duo drive on board with the material on it, node, which you could leave the duo and have a negate off your cross, but sometimes you just have to send it off a node. But having one that you can detach for cost, you know, and have a Ryzeal engrave is pretty nice. The one detonator, one Exciton, came up quite a bit. Caesar, made in every round, and aggregator, pretty standard. Side deck, course, Lancia for Malice. We decided last night we were going to play 2 Bell. Well, that I was going to play 2 Bell. I really liked it. I played against Crystron today. I was able to use it against them. Fire King, used it on them. Stopped some of their follow-up. Other than that, had the 2 other Perulias in the side. It was decent. I brought them in a few times, but like I said earlier, it was just a cash bait. Never really got to resolve it. When I did, it was 1 draw. Next up, played 2 Thrust with a Lightning Storm, a Harpies, and a Sanctum. I was originally playing 2 Lightning Storm and a Harpies, and 2 Thrust and a plug-in. I figured this would be better today, not knowing what we were going to expect, but sure enough, it never came up. I did Thrust for Tracked a couple times. That was pretty decent. And last cards, Strike, of course, just good going first. Pretty nice to end on, along with Detonator, Caesar, but only saw it once, and it was against Fire King, so didn't really do much for me, but still good to have it there. I'd probably keep it the same. But yeah, that's what I played today.
Oh, yeah. And what were you, do you know what your matchups were today? Do you remember off the top of your head?
Round 1, I played White Forest. It was pretty decent. He got going, but Detonator is just a crazy card still. Got game 1 just because of the Detonator. Game 2, Fuelos played a big part in that. I drew 6-7 cards on his turn, so that was pretty nice going into it. I basically had full Ryzeal combo, and he actually misplayed. He booked my board with level 6 White Forest Synchro, and thought, okay, well, I was able to pivot into the Fiendsmith lines and make a Desiree with Agnum Day and Sequence equipped, and was able to do a little bit of damage, pass back. Well, he started setting up another board, outed both of the links under Desiree, but couldn't out the Desiree, so I was just able to use that to poke for game next turn. Round 3, I played Fire King, same guy that beat me in Top Cut. I played him round 3. Fire King's crazy. Detonator it'll stop him a little bit if you hit the Sanctuary or the Field Spell, but hitting the monsters, you know, they benefit off that. Round 4, I played against Tier Elements. That was never thought in 2025 I'd be seeing it, but
I heard you got double winded.
I did. Game 1, he double winded me. Well, he only had 1, and I bonfire searched X, special decks by sending aggregator target the window, and he chained Shadal Fusion and was able to make another one, so I kind of just scooped everything up and passed. Other than that, did go to game 3, but he ended up getting it in the end. Didn't see any Ryzeal cards, and he saw the Ishizu cards, which shuffled all my Fiendsmith stuff back. So.
And what'd you play against round 5?
Crystron.
Okay.
That was a decent matchup. I'm not too familiar with the cards, but about game 3 was when I started figuring it out. So at the time, I felt like I was pretty prepared. Ended on Detonator, Caesar, with a strike set and cross on field. He just wasn't able to play through the 2 summon negates, the 2 pops, and the Fiendsmith trap engrave. So ended up getting that. Made top 8, just lose to Fire Kings again in Top Gun. So,
All right, man.
pretty good day.
Well, any last words before we finish it off?
No, appreciate it. Leave a like. Make sure to subscribe.
All right, Reece. Thanks, man.
Thanks.